Okay, so guys, we are recording this English meeting right now, and let's start it. Let's get started to our English speaking session today. The first topic for today, to be productivity. So, I'd like to ask you, guys, productivity. First question to be: Are you a very motivated person, or do you wait until the last minute to do things? Let me know your answer. Ta, would you like to answer this question?
Oh, sorry, Ali. I a bit busy. Can you please ask anybody?
Okay,
Yes,
no problem. Charming, it's
I'll be
your
right
turn.
back.
Charming, are you a very motivated person, or do you wait until the last minute? Okay, no problem, Charming. So the first question I'm gonna answer myself. So normally I like to do things very soon as possible, because as I'm occupational safety technician, every moment, every minute that maybe I waited to do some things, maybe I put someone and risks or expose someone on some hazards on the workplace. So my job is, as soon as possible, as soon as you get information, you should do something faster, because people can be injured about your decisions. So the first example is people who needs work at heights. Here in Brazil, there are some definitions to work at heights. One definition is, to be working at heights, it should be above 2 meters of height. And if you are working on a type of level which is more than 2 meters, 2 meters of height, you are in the you must follow some rules related to a specific law here in Brazil, which is NR 35. NR 35 talks about specific situations to work at height. One of them is to training these people. These people must be training. The second one is that you must provide some equipment to prevent the falls, to prevent that these people fall from height. And the third one, the most necessary, is to get some liberation. We must to get some permissions. We must to provide permissions to these people. And the people who is just available, the one people who can give this permission to them is a person who is, as me, for instance, as my profession, occupational health and safety specialist, or an engineer, a safety engineer. So that's why I must do things as soon as I get the information. I must to take actions to provide safety and to provide a good workplace to everyone. So let me see. Hello, Genuine. How are you?
Hello, Alex. I'm fine, and you?
As you can see, my throat is a little bad today, but I hope you can get this English class without problems. I just will drink some water here.
Yes, I am observing your. Yeah, maybe you are sick.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't know. I was everything okay yesterday, but today my voice, because yesterday I talked a lot. I had to speech. I give some speeches at my job, and today maybe
yeah.
my voice is not so good.
Okay. Wish you early recovery. I hope. And I think actually after a long time, I was busy my official work, and also I was sick for a long time, and I have gone to visit the doctors. That's why I couldn't join the class. Already I missed 3 or 4 practice classes. So I think now I am physically good, and I will continue my practice class
Nice,
from today. Actually,
nice,
I missed you more, and right now I'm okay.
nice. We are glad to have you here again. So thank you to be here, General. I'm so glad that you came back with us. Alice, it's
Thank
your
you.
turn. Would you like to answer the second question? Do you think smartphones increase or decrease productivity? What do you think about that when we're talking about jobs, you know?
I think it depends of the situation. In some of the situation, the smartphone increase the productivity, but in some other situation, the smartphone decrease the productivity. Let me give you two instances about these two situations. Imagine the first scenario where we have to concentrate on our work, such as some work like researcher want to do. We need to look some something online, find some maybe just as find some solution online, or find some paper to get the solution. And at this time, the smartphone can help us a lot. We can search everything with our cell phone, such as searching things on Google. And we can because of the convenience of the smartphone, we can get our solution or get our answer easily by our smartphone. So this time the smartphone increase the productivity. But sometimes for me, when I want to search for something using my smartphone, I will first open my smartphone and then I should open the Google and search search the question on Google, but I didn't do that. I first open my WhatsApp and chat with my friends and reply some message, and then I open another game application to finish my daily task of my game. And then I go to Instagram to watch some pictures of some beautiful girls or something else. And then after finishing this, I felt quite guilty, and I opened my Google and searched that question. So I think at this time, the cell phone really decrease our productivity because there are a lot of interesting things on our cell phone. So sometimes we will be attracted by other more interesting things. So I say it depends. Mm. So I think sometimes if we want to find some solution online, or if we want to do some work using the internet, we'd better use our laptop. It can increase our productivity, and we will not attract by other interesting things. Okay, that's all.
Yeah. How can I say? I couldn't add more about your phrase or answer. So I agree 100%. Sometimes I got myself in this situation. I'm doing my job. I'm doing something at my laptop, but I decided to pick up my cell phone to see some messages. And after all, I wasted a lot of minutes checking my cell phone, and I forgot to use and to what I was doing before that. So very interesting answer. So the next question, it will be for Mohammed Genuel. Genuel, it's your turn. How can people improve their productivity? What are you thinking about this? Can you answer this, Genuel?
Thank you, Alex. Actually, uh, productivity is important for all people. So, I think, Alex, just I want to know it's about um,
Job is
smartphone.
related to job. No, it's everything. Here, the talk is productivity. So you can talk about whatever you want. Can you talk, for
Okay, okay,
instance,
okay,
about your
okay,
job?
okay. Thank you, Alex. Actually, people improve their productivity by many sites like that. like a smartphone. When we use the smartphone, then we received
Hello,
many
there is something
information.
wrong. I cannot hear you.
Um, Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here you.
Okay. So when we are using smartphone, that time we received many information from the worldwide. So I gather like that. I gathered the knowledge. I gathered, increased my knowledge. Also, you can receive some online-based training. You will achieve lots of skill about many training like that digital marketing, website developing, graphics, and also you can achieve self-motivated or leadership training. So you will achieve lots of skill and lots of skill and presentation skill in your life. So like that, when we do any job, that time we achieved lots of technical knowledge, and also we realized it very deeply, and we ultimately we received many challenges, and also how to learn, or how to continue the activities. So overall, I think that people do increase the productivity in his or her life, and without any information, without any skill, we cannot do anything. So I think people need to increase their knowledge and capabilities, and also skill. So, Alex, actually, I don't know. My answer is matching with your question.
Yes, it is.
Sorry.
No, yes,
Uh,
it is. You're right.
So, right now we are practicing the English class. So, we are learning English, and we are communicating with different foreign countries. Like we are. We are we are going to know the customs, and also the food habits, also many countries' environment. So I think it's a productivity. So also, in our daily life, we need to some work every day. So we have some habits, or we are used to many things. So it's we in before we learn it's from another person, like our parents. So I think without productivity we cannot do anything in present or future. So people need to increase the productivity on many sites. So I think that actually we will try to learn many things, or ensure our skill for different sector, and we will achieve many things in our future. Alex, thank you.
Okay, Daniel, thank you. And it's very important to have information. How many more information we got, maybe we can do better our job, we can do better our tasks. So you told us that people needed to know exactly what they are doing and why they are doing that. And I agree with you. There's a lot of course, a lot of trainings which provides for the employees more information about their activities. So that's very important. And the Ford, Henry Ford, which is the creator of the Ford, he thinks and he believes that the same idea. Von Ta, it's your turn. Would you like to answer the next question, Ta?
Which question?
So the question is, how can, sorry, do you think people today work harder than their parents? Which, let's talk about the past situation. What do you think about that?
I think many people today they work hard than their parents. I think including me because I am the one that work by myself. I earn money and then I study. I don't use my parent money. That's all because in Cambodia many people they as a student they study at university and then they earn money for themselves. They support themselves, they study. They didn't use um
Sorry, maybe we lost our connection. I can't hear you.
money. They support themselves to study, and their parents didn't need to. Oh, sorry. Now you hear me?
Yes, now we can hear you. Go ahead, you can back.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes. Um. Let's continue then. I think in my country, many people, as a student, they work hard and earn money for themselves. They don't use their parent money, their parent to support their study. So I think that people today they work hard than their parents. That's all.
Wow. Very interesting. Very interesting. Thank you for sharing your point of view about this topic. I know it's true. Today there's a lot of things to do, but of course, depending on the situation, depending on which country we are talking about it. For instance, if we're talking about the remote area, at the last I don't know 30 years ago, 40 years ago, maybe more than that, our parents use it to work harder because they must work. When I talk work harder, I'm talking about the body movement, the body moves, because they must work in harvest, they work in and construction sites, and it's not easy to work on this area too. It's quite difficult. But today we had a lot of opportunity to work with internet, with knowledge. For instance, my career, I already worked for a lot of things before I started my career as an occupation safety technician. So today, my job is to look in other ones while they are doing their jobs, while they are working. And I must to look, I'm in charge to look at their
Sorry,
activities.
guy, there is something wrong. I cannot hear you.
Okay, I can hear you. Maybe you should left and join again. Would you like to rejoin us? Would you like to left and join again just to see if your connection get better? I can hear you very well, loud and clear.
Let
So
you are
go ahead.
loud and clear. We can hear you very
Yes,
properly.
yes, thank you. So maybe we had some problems with the connection from Ta. Maybe Ta has lost in her connection. So yes, there are a lot of things that we must consider to answer this question. It is not easy question because, like I told you today, we live in a technological boom and we had a lot of opportunities to work with technology. But our parents, and some years ago, they didn't have the same opportunity. So it's quite different, depending on the situation. But yes, I agree that people, young people today, must work and live by themselves because it's not easy to earn money. Things get more difficult because we had a lot of things to buy today. Maybe internet, they had not internet to pay at that time. We must pay internet, we must buy cell phone, we must put credit cards at our cell phone. We must travel and things like that. Sorry, Shermy, it's your turn. Would you like to answer the next question? Who is the most productive person you know personally. How about really productive famous people? So let me tell you the first question. Who is the most productive person you know personally? Would you like to share this answer? Carmen, are you there? Would you like to answer how you feel? Hello, Charming. Can you hear us? Are you there? So, Tanvir, it's your turn. Would you like to answer the next question? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay, so it's your turn. The next question to you, Tanvir, it will be, who is the most productive person you know personally?
Yeah, in my personally is most productivity person in over the world, Elon Musk.
Nice, nice. But it's
Yeah,
very,
Elon Musk is activity person, and he previous time and previous decade he is a lot of time he is falling, his productivity falling, but now he is a successful man. He is provide over the world. He is provide over the world Tesla car, and he involved air. How can I say? He is involved many industries, and his research many his research aerial his research many aerial site. You got it. His research
yes,
many aerial site, and he recently he's provide and he's produce into people many smartphone, and his brand name is the mobile smartphone name is Tesla Mobile, and some people, and it's recently very popular smartphone, and the her produce and her production car Tesla car very famous in the USA or UK or any many countries. The Tesla car popular. That's it.
yes, I agree with you. Elon Musk is one of the most productive person.
Yeah,
In my opinion, personally, talking about some productive person, I believe Elon Musk is the most famous and the most productive. I watched some interview that he gave us, and one interview that I was watching, he told us that sometimes he even slept in his office. He just sit down in
yeah,
his
yeah,
coach and just fall and sleep on his coach because he passed the majority of time of his life at his factory. He said
yeah,
that he told us at that time that keeping a job car alive, keeping a factory car alive, it's one of the most difficult things that he ever do it. He told us that make a maybe rocket is not so difficult as keep a company car, a car company alive. So he told us that maybe work in this area, in this field, which is build cars and technology cars, is one
yeah,
of the
yeah.
most difficult part of his life, more than build rockets, more than SpaceX. So, just you know. And
Right.
that's it. Thank you for answer,
Okay.
Denver. And Ta,
Thank you, Alex. Emoted.
sorry, Ta, let me know how is connection? How is our connection? Did you get back?
Yes, now it's okay. Now it's okay.
Thank you. So, guys, that is the first part. So we talked when we practiced about productivity. So I believe you did very well. So right now, let's talk about getting a job. So I believe it's one of the most important topic for us. I don't know how about you, but in my opinion, when I started studying English, I was looking forward to get a better job. I was looking forward to improving my career. That's why I started to study English. Okay. And let me know about you guys. So, Alice, it's your turn. What is the best way to find a job? But it's not specific about English. It's for every situation. So, what is the best way to find a job in action in current days? Let me know.
I think there are many ways to find a job. I don't know which is the best way, but for me, I usually find a job via online, via internet. I maybe there are a lot of companies in my country, and they would like to post the description of their position online. And I when I want to find a job, I will search for the proper position online. And there are many job seeking website or job seeking application in our country. Although we don't usually use LinkedIn, but we have another application which is quite similar to LinkedIn. So I can when I want to find some job, I just search this on that application, and then the result will be a list of all the related job. And I can read the descriptions of this job and apply for the position, upload my resume. And then if my resume was qualified for this job, then the uh, recruiter will call me and invite me to the interview. I the past 3 years, I found my every of my job via this method. I think it is efficient. But there are also some other ways to find a job, such as you can find someone who are familiar with you to recommend you to somewhere. Maybe this is a more efficient way because um, all the all the employers want to know want to hire familiar employee, so they can know what this candidate like, if this candidate is good, and they want to know this information from familiar people. So I think this is a more efficient way. But for me, I think I don't know a lot of people who can recommend me. Sometimes I also use this method. I have some friends who are working in other tech companies. So sometimes if I want to apply for a job in their company, I will let them recommend me. But usually, I would like to search for the position online by myself. Okay, that's all.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I agree with you. I'd like just to ask you guys, how is the most famous app or how is the most famous platform that you all at your country are using to find a job? So I'm live in Brazil. So here at our country, the LinkedIn is one of the famous platform to do that. And I'd like to ask you, let me know, General, at your country, what type of platforms, what type of ways that you use to get a new job? Let me know about you, General.
Thank you, Alex. Actually, in our country, we have a common job seeker platform like a BD Jobs. So BD Jobs is a Bangladesh job. There is a lots of job advertisement. Like you can get engineering job, architecture job, farming, agriculture farming job. Also, you can find out NGO job, non-government organization, and also government job. Also, you can find out a medical purpose job, and also you can find out air force and lots of jobs available in the BD Jobs apps and BD Jobs platform. It's a big platform for Bangladesh. Actually, when the student finish their study, after that, there's the job in the BD Jobs platform. So I think BD Jobs is the largest job apps and job platform. And also, internationally, we are using or search the job in LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a fully professional platform. There are lots of employer and lots of employee account. So I think we can find out any job very very shortly in LinkedIn. So um, and I can search another job site like Indeed. Indeed is a famous job site in
Really?
the world. Yes,
Really? You had
Indeed.
it in your country too?
Yes, yes, yes. Indeed.
Nice.
Yes. So last few months ago, I searched many jobs in Canada through Indeed platform. So I have an account in the Indeed platform. Every day they notify. Every day they send notification for many jobs. So another side. I think every country has a different job platform. Uh, like Canada .com, Canada Bank, Job Bank Canada. So I think we also search the internet in Google, and we easily find out the job for any countries. Um, the job advertisement is same over all the world. I think like Bangladesh, many employer published their job post, so they want education qualification, skill. Uh, they already share the salary and other facilities, also responsibility. So I think that I can see in the Indeed platform same as like Bangladesh. They share responsibility, salary, and language requirement, also skill. So any people easily apply for any job. And also Indeed platform, I found some job in Poland. I think it's a big platform for many countries. There is a Poland job, Canadian job, almost American job. Maximum country is job post they circulate in their platform. So I think any job seeker, he or she get job very easily from this platform, and also they can make or they can prepare a profile in LinkedIn. LinkedIn is an open platform, so many employer hire the person from LinkedIn without applying. I have one experience, like my boss. He has a LinkedIn profile in the LinkedIn platform. 3 to 6 months, he got a job from Netherlands company, and without interviewing, because his skill and his education qualification is fully matched of the employer requirement. So the employer hired to him. After that, they took one interview, uh, just a viva. Just they asked him, how much salary do you expect? So it's an interesting matter. He just answer to to here.
Yeah, we got you, but we had some problems with our connection. I cannot hear you clearly. Just a second.
Alex, am I clear? Alex,
Now,
can you
now
hear?
you're back. Yes, now you're back.
Okay, so it's an interesting matter. My boss, when he made the interview with the employer, so employer, the examiner asked him, how many salary do you expect? So he just answered to them, 30 to 35,000 salary. But after that, he received an appointment from their company, and finally, end of the month, he got 1 lakh 8,000 salary per month. It was very interesting for her, for him. So he was very happy, and
Nice, nice.
he
It
is
was by
doing half.
LinkedIn.
Sorry, Alex.
It was in this,
Yeah,
this. Yes.
yeah, LinkedIn, through LinkedIn profile.
Nice.
So I think LinkedIn is very important. You know, LinkedIn is a professional platform fully,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. I
So
had a
Alex,
profile.
okay, I'll connect you. I'll send a connect request.
Yes, I
Thank
just sent
you.
the.
Yeah. And my actually, I have a lot of experience in the development sector, and I worked in different organization, like multinational company, and our national company, and national organization, international organization, and also
Nice,
working UN organization. So uh, I found lots of job through BD jobs, because BD jobs is a most famous platform in Bangladesh, and it's easy to apply, and you have to create a account in the BD jobs, and yeah, anytime you can apply for your expected or suitable job. So Alex, I think just keep in task to job seeker in the job platform, and he or she will get her or his expected job very easily. Thank you, Alex.
thank you, General. Thank you so much for your answer. And I agree. People, if you have LinkedIn, I just send my profile at our English WhatsApp group. And if you'd like to connect with me, just send me a request, and I will add you at my account on LinkedIn. Okay, so it's a huge platform, and there's a lot of opportunity on LinkedIn today, as Mohammed told you, as Alice already know. And Tanvir and Charmy, if you had an account on LinkedIn, just send me a message, and I gonna add you at my friend's account. Okay. So the next question to be for you, Danger, it's your turn. How is the job market in your country? So first, let me ask you the last previous question. What are some things you should do during a job interview? Have you ever took a job interview, Denver?
It's similar to Zoinul brother question, I think.
Yeah, I don't know how is it there, but yeah, it's like a job interview. You and an interviewer at the same room, and they were gonna ask a lot of questions about your career, about your future, and they like to know a little bit more about your life. So, have you ever took some interview like this?
Exactly question, which question? Exactly which question you asked me?
So I'm asking you the third one. What are some things you should do during a job interview?
No, I think it's previous question or the question answer Zoinul brother, but now I answer I could fourth number question is better for me
Okay, no problem. Let's do it. The number four. How is the
because
job market in
it's
your
new.
country?
It's new. How is the job market is
Yes, how is the job market in your country? It is easy or difficult to get a job? Let me know.
yeah, our country is diversity country, and there are a lot of job, and there are a lot of multinational company or how can I say or business company. Business company means it's medicine company or hospitalist company or food company. And another thing that there are government issue, and government means there are a government job is so many opportunity, and people want to get a government job when they completed their graduation. And but I think government job, I think private job better than government job, because private job there are so many opportunity and relaxing. If they have the people have the employer have so many free time, and uh, the private job salary is better than government job salary. That's why private job means or multinational company, it's our country's front company or Fresh company, Bosundara company, it's multinational company, and there are the company provide a lot of salary, and every I think every sector manager, I heard recently every sector manager their salary is $1,000 or $2,000. But when you get a government job or banking sector, and you you do not get a $1,000 salary. You get a uh, 500 $500 salary every month. That's why it's very important when you find out a job, and I recommended every our country people find out private job sector, and many our country's people recently is tried this, and Zoinul Brothers said that the one of the most famous apps our country people easily get a job, that is BD job app. It's very it's very, how can I say, It's very necessary for graduation complete students, and they easily get a job from the BDS apply, and that's it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I like the type of your answer. It's very important to think about how much money you're gonna earn on this new job. That's not
Yeah,
important.
yeah.
Um, so the next question, Charmy, would you like to answer? Are you good to answer the next question? I don't know if Charmy is at our meeting, maybe because she told me that she was not so good today. She is feeling very a little sick today. And Charmy, whatever you wanna answer, just tell me, just ask me here, and I give you a question, okay? Just feel free. I hope you got better soon. So, Alice, the next question is for you. So, let me ask the previous question. So, the third one, what are some things you should do during a job interview? And what should you avoid doing? Let me know what your opinion about that. What is your opinion?
Okay. In my previous job interviews, I usually do three part of things. The first part is to introduce myself and introduce my previous working experience to the interviewer, and then the second part is to talk about some details about my previous project. At this time, the interviewer will ask me a lot of questions about my previous projects, and they want to maybe he want to know why I use this kind of method, how to solve a particular kind of problem, or, or the result of my previous project. Questions such like this, and in the third part, the interviewer will. Oh no, sorry. Maybe there are four parts. But sometimes we have the third part. Sometimes we don't have. The third part is the coding test. Because I work in a tech company and I need to code every day. So sometimes the interviewer will give me some coding problem to let me write the code in front of him to test if my coding skill is okay. But sometimes we don't have this kind of we don't have this part. Maybe because I have worked for several years, and the interviewer trust my coding skill. Maybe the interviewer only want to know my how did I finish my previous project? Maybe this is more important than the coding skill, because all the programmers who have been working for several years have pretty good coding skill. So they skip this part. The final part is that I will ask my interviewer some question about their team, their position and their company. So I think in this according to the four parts I described just now, I think the things I should do in the job interview is to prepare very well. Prepare the details of my previous project, because even if you have done this project, but you may forget the details in the job interview, because sometimes you did this project several years before the job interview, but the interviewer may be very interested in the project which you did several years ago. So at this time, you may forget the details of the project. So I think we should prepare well for every project. We should um we should think over all the details of the project and try to and we should try to assume that we are the interviewer and ask some questions to ourselves. Um, at this time, we can imagine all the questions that the interviewer would ask and answer this in advance. So, by preparing for this, we can answer every question very well in the interview, and the interviewer will think that uh, we are we are very proficient of our work because we can answer the questions of every detail very well. I think this is what we should do, and we should let me think what we should avoid doing. I think we in the opposite of what I just said, we should avoid um, we should avoid going into the interview without enough preparation. Uh, I have tried that when I was before I graduated from school. I took a part in some interview, but at that time I didn't make uh very good preparation, and then I did I did very bad in the interview. When the interviewer want to ask me something about my project, I told him that the detail is not important. I didn't remember this. I did this several years ago, and I think it was a little awkward. So after that, I made every time before the interview, I made a lot of preparation. But sometimes we don't need to prepare too much. Sometimes we will think that like before interview, although we have prepared a lot, we will still think that we forget something. We need to prepare more, and mm, and this thought will make us unconfident. So we need to prepare well, but we don't need to prepare everything well because no one can prepare everything well. Maybe you can prepare for the projects you did very well, but there are some related knowledge or some related theory about your work, and and there are a lot of related theory you need to prepare, but you can't prepare all the theory very well. So I think you should prepare well, but you don't need to prepare very perfectly. If you want to prepare perfectly, maybe this will cost you half a year or 1 year. And we don't have that much time before the interview. So um, prepare properly is the thing we should do. That's my opinion. Okay, that's all.
Nice, very nice. And that is exactly what we should do. We should to be ready to the question. We should know what type of question maybe will be asked. And that's the key to succeed at our job interview. And I have been passed through a lot of interview here. And sometimes it's quite difficult to understand exactly what type of question, but there are some questions which always can be asked at your job interview. So there's some things which are like a standard questions, and there are other questions which is related to your career, which is related to your own job. But there are a lot of questions which is like a standard for questions for job interview. I hope you all, when you get opportunity to have a job interview, I hope you all get a great level, a great feedback about that. Charming, are you there? Would you like to answer the next question? Has you had the opportunity to practice here? Let me see. So
Okay, which question I have to answer?
nice. So how many jobs have you had? And what are the interviews like to get those jobs? So let me know. Are you already had some jobs or are you just a student yet? I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm already a student, but about 1 year ago, I had a job. It's a teacher. I was teacher in a coaching center. So,
Nice.
and
So
this was my first job in professional sector.
nice. How did you get this job? Did you pass to a job interview at that time?
No, I haven't get any interview to get this job, because my one of my known person, and he was my friend. He took me this place, and the owner, the principal of this coaching center, he just talking some details about me, and then he told me that you can take some classes for be comfortable with students. Then if you want to get classes, then you can carry on. So I did some classes with students and classes, and when I feel comfortable to teaching those classes, then I started to teach them. And it was and for this job, it's mainly about so friendly with student, because when you are not so friendly with students, then they can't tell you about their problems. So in teaching profession, you have to be so friendly with students. So I think I am so friendly with all, and especially kids, because I love kids. So there are always many opportunities to contact with students, and their guardian also like me. So all over this, after 7 or 8 days, they liked, or they all liked me to have their teacher me. So then my teacher said that it's okay if you want to get classes for students, then you can carry on. It's your choice, because I was a student, so it's totally on me, because it's like a part-time job, because I have to get just 2 hour for classes. So just it's all over on me, that if I want to do this job, then I have to get this job. So it was totally on me, and I liked this job, and I did mostly 6 or 7 months for there. But in last year, I have my exam, final year exam, yearly final exam. So I have to quit. But after my exams, sir also said me to rejoin in classes. But I was transfer my city, and shifted other city, so I didn't have to quit this job.
Okay, I gotcha. So it's nice to know. It's nice to know that you already worked with childhood with our child. So I believe that our child has on their hands our future, the future of our world. So we must to teach child as many good things as possible because the world today, unfortunately, the world is bad. The world has a lot of bad things, bad news, bad dangerous people, and things like that. But our child has the on their hands maybe our better future, the better future for us. We believe that if we teach our children, we teach our children today, maybe in the future they can help us. They can build a better world. and I like it. I love children too. I already told you guys, I had two kids, and I love them, and I believe that I must teach them everything that I have been learning, and I believe that in the future they will deal with the problems with the best things or the best ways as possible. So thank you for sharing this with us, Charming. It's very nice to know. It was very good to understand what you did the past years. So very nice. Thank you. And the next, but not least, people, I believe we finished today our English meetings. We talked for a lot of topics today. We improved a lot of words. We learned a lot of words, and the best of all was that we all getting here. And like I always tell this guy here, I always told you here in the last previous English meeting, the best way or the magic way is that I cannot speak any of your native language. I just can speak in English, and that's is why I'm here. English could connect us you with me from Brazil, connected from Bangladesh, connect from China, and that's the magic way. Connect for Cambodia. Unfortunately, Ta told me that he has a problem with his connection, so that's why he left our English meeting, but she liked it. She was so sad because his connection was not good. And Magdalena answered at our English group that she is working right now. She is working as a nurse, so she's at his internship, and that's why she could join us. And maybe tomorrow, I don't know if we're gonna have a class tomorrow because tomorrow morning I had some appointments, some things to do. I believe I just will gonna arrive at home from at this time. For instance, my maybe midday, maybe 11:30 a.m. I gonna back to my home. But I don't know how can we do this English meeting tomorrow. Maybe we can do this a little bit later than today. Maybe we should start in mid-noon. We should start at 1 p.m. I don't know. Depend on your time zone. Let's see what the futures can bring. But to finish this English meeting, guys, I'd like to ask you if it is possible. I don't know. Okay, would you like to turn on your cameras just to get a pictures from you? And I posted these pictures at our English speaking club. Maybe just to put this picture there. Let me just a second. Okay. So, and 3 seconds, I'm gonna take a picture. Okay, so 3, 2. Okay, nice guys. So we did. I took a picture from our English speaking session today, and I'm really proud of you guys. I'm really proud about you. You did. You spoke English for almost 1 hour and a half, and I'm so glad for you. Thank you to be here with me. Just a second, because right now I'm just gonna finish this English recording. Just a second. Let me finish the recording session.